Not since the horrors of the Black Plague has our land seen such despair. Almost 2 millennia after Sigmar founded the Empire, the realm is fractured and broken. 3 rival factions claim the Imperial crown: Marienburg, Middenheim, and Reichland. Blur of power brings the armies of men against one another in a seemingly endless tide of battle. An island of peace in a sea of conflict, Mordheim drew wealth such as the city had never seen into its walls. But with its prosperity came the corruption of arrogance and hedonism and greed. The gods could not long abide the outrages of Mordheim's populace. In the heavens, an ill star appeared. A great twin-tailed comet that some priests warned was nothing less than the hammer of Sigmar. They preached tidings of doom and repentance, but their sermons were ignored. An attitude of rebellious revelry gripped the city as the comet grew ever nearer. The grand festival to celebrate the turn of the year was a mockery of the apocalyptic prophecies. It was then that the hammer fell. The fiery comet plowed through the city, gouging a deep crater in the midst of the poor quarter. The wondrous palace of Count Steinhard was broken, the grand amphitheater shattered, the vast great library blighted by a pall of ash. Fire and smoke decimated the populace, but worse awaited the survivors. A malignant corruption that brought with it mutation and madness, the vile taint of chaos. In the shattered city, strange green-black stones were discovered. Strange energies emanated from these shards. Warlocks and alchemists experimented with these word stones and soon determined that their uncanny properties could work wonders. Wordstone could heal the sick, regenerate the old, or even turn base metal to gold. Lust for Wordstone focused avaricious eyes upon ruined Mordheim. Treasure hunters descended upon the city, vying with both mutated horrors that claimed the ruins as their own, and crusading zealots who sought to prevent the taint from spreading. Inhuman creatures filtered into Mordheim, staking their own claims. An endless pilgrimage of the greedy and ambitious, fighting and dying in a place now called the City of the Damned. Will this day be your last?
Well, hello there, and welcome to Thalric plays Mordheim, City of the Damned. Today I'm going to do something new. I just don't want to do Blood Bowl. Not only, I want to say. So I'm looking into Mordheim. I haven't played this game at all so far, so I thought we might take a look at the tutorials together. So let's check out what tutorials there are. Looks like there are 2 categories: 4 combat tutorials and 8 tutorials about hideout management. So let's just start with the first combat tutorial, which is the combat basics.
In this tutorial, you control a group of Skaven who are scavenging for resources in the quayside area of Mordheim. As they scatter to search the empty barns and ruined warehouses, a group of mutants bearing the flag of the Cult of the Possessed appear in sight. Learn the basics of combat to survive this ambush.
Okay, so we get a small intro to the setting, and then there are the mechanics listed that we will learn about, which you can see. I probably don't have to read them out loud. So I have read a little bit about Mordheim, and apparently the loading times are a bit of an issue, but loading is just finished, so let's just continue.
A new round has started.
Okay, so we move around using WASD. The circle determines where we can move with one strategy point. Okay, so we've got strategy points which are blue. And every time we cross a circle, we will lose one strategy point. And points are only spent when we confirm an action or when we engage an enemy. Okay. And we can return strategy points if we walk back over the line that we came from. Okay, sounds pretty straightforward so far. Okay, when we can take no more actions, we use the end of turn action. And we lose all remaining strategy points. And action points, which are red, apparently will remain for counterattacks. Okay, that's cool. And we can press right mouse click to access the end turn action when our actions are selected. Okay. Okay, I need to... Can I lower the mouse sensitivity? It's a bit high. Yes, I can. At least for me it's a bit high. So that seems to be better. Yes, I want to apply these changes. Okay, cool. So we've got an objective. Make the enemy warband rout or put them all out of action. Okay, so let's try this out. Here are the blue lines. There's the line that should cancel. In the lower hand left corner we've got our blue action points. Let's walk back. Okay, so we've got one back. So let's try to get over there, and we can't cross this line because we are out of action points. So we will end our turn. And we will have to left click again to confirm. Okay, so if one of our warriors is attacked during our enemy's turn, we can perform a counterattack, which can be done if we have enough offense points remaining, and we have a melee weapon equipped. And we must confirm that by pushing left mouse. I'm assuming we need 2 offense points to perform such an action. Okay, so now we can confirm the counterattack. Threat zones and melee attacks. Okay, so looks like this small red ring is called a threat zone, which stops enemy movement when they are moved into it. I assume it's the same when we move into one of our enemies. And we become engaged in combat. We can now attack any engaged enemy, and the cost is based on the weapon we use. So I assume that two-handed weapons will use more offense points. Yeah, it's in the next sentence. Okay, I should read first and assume later. Okay, to attack, we select the action attack and click on the left mouse. Okay, let's continue. Okay, so we will attack and we will confirm the attack. And we can attack again. And then we will end our turn. Initiative ladder. Okay, at the top of the screen, just shown up, we see the initiative ladder, which lets us know in which order warriors will take actions during the combat round, and it's based on each warrior's initiative attribute, and it's calculated by certain stats the character has, and weapons and enchantments. Okay, and there are other factors that could influence the initiative. And at the start of every combat round, the initiative is recalculated. Okay. Looks like it's our enemy's turn. And we're getting pretty beat up. Okay, athletic actions. So, in some locations we will have the option to perform an athletic action, climb, leap or jump down. And there will be an agility test taken, and if we fail that we will receive damage and fall. If an ally is in the landing zone, it will move. If an enemy is in the landing zone, it will be moved, and a bonus will be granted to the warrior for its next defensive action. Okay. So, where do we have to go to test that? Okay, over here. And there's the blue, so we can jump down. And there's an enemy there, so we will jump onto him and push him out. And it was a success. And now we attack, I assume. We receive a counterattack, which hurt pretty bad, but we can attack once more. Okay, and then we will end turn here. Okay, so far the basics seem pretty straightforward, I think. And we want to counterattack, but we missed. Next are ranged attacks. Okay. Warriors equipped with ranged weapons can shoot enemies from a distance if they have enough offense points. 3 in this case, okay? So it looks like it's a pretty powerful weapon, or they are more expensive because it's an ranged weapon. Once a ranged weapon has been fired, the warrior must reload it at a cost of strategy points. Okay, so we use our movement to do that. Before being able to shoot again, the reload cost starts at 2 strategy points and increases by 1 for every reload action during the turn. Okay. So here's our warrior, and we want to shoot. Can we choose who we want to shoot? So either I don't know how, or we are supposed to shoot this guy. So let's just confirm to shoot. Those weapons look pretty cool, by the way. And then we will reload and confirm the reload. And that will end our turn. Okay. Critical hits. So there's a chance that melee and ranged attacks can crit, deal maximum potential damage, ignore the armor absorption of the target. Okay, that's cool. Accuracy statistic gives a bonus to critical chance and damage. Critical hits also apply an open wound stackable debuff on the target. This debuff lasts until the end of the battle, reducing the warrior's offense and strategy points by 1 and increasing the chance it will gain a long-term injury after the battle if it falls out of action. Okay, so that sounds like a pretty drastic consequence, so critical hits seem pretty important, or can decide a lot. And critical hits also have a chance to stun the target. Stunned targets cannot defend themselves, making them easier to hit and more prone to suffer additional critical hits. Okay. So I'm assuming we will see the consequences of this now. Oh crap. That looks like a chaos spawn. And that's it for our Skaven. I'm assuming there was a critical hit in there, although I didn't see it. But I was a bit distracted by the big chaosy thing that was attacking us. Okay, next is control zone. So similar to the threat zone of enemies, which is red as we remember, allies have a control zone represented by a blue circle, which prevent friendly warriors from standing too close to each other. Okay. However, it is possible to pass through an ally's control zone as long as the warrior can finish its movement outside of it. No action can be taken from inside an ally's control zone. Okay, so I'm assuming that's to prevent clumping up, so there's at least a certain amount of space between each player. Okay, so these weapons look pretty cool. So I'm assuming we are supposed to walk by him. Or can we attack here? Yes, we can, so let's try that. Can we attack again? That might be enough. Yes, we can attack again. We've got 3 offense points left. And that was enough. So we can still move around in our little blue bubble here. We can't jump down because we're out of action points, but we can position ourselves a little bit. So let's... okay, we can loot. That looks interesting. Does that work here? Apparently it does. Let's just take this, the armbands, and then exit. I don't know if that matters somehow during the tutorial. Oh, what was that? Okay. I'm trying to move and I can't. Did I break the game? Give me a moment here. Okay, and we're back. I don't know how, but I had to right click to cancel out of the loot animation apparently. So now I can confirm to end the turn. And we can keep moving forward. So next we've got the strategy view. Okay, so we can view the battlefield from above by opening the strategy view with left shift, middle mouse. The location of allies, wordstone points and treasure points will be marked. The map will also reveal the position of enemies visible by one of your allies, and it will display the last known position of enemies that are no longer visible, labeled as a question mark. Okay, so it's like a last scene. The card of each warband is always visible and will always serve as a deployment point. Use WASD to navigate the map in strategy view. Okay, so oh, wow. Okay, cool. This looks like a red ogre. So let's see if we can change that. Okay, so we see our characters as blue and enemy players as red, and this is the whole map. What is this? That's our card, and that's the possessed card. Okay, so let's switch out of there. And are we running in the right direction? Apparently. So the red ogre is pretty huge. And can we fit through here? Apparently not. So let's run over here. And we have to finish out of our allies zone there, so we will end turn here. And apparently I walked into the wrong direction.
Round has started.
Okay, round 2 has started, and we've got beacons. While in strategy view, opened blah blah, up to 5 beacons can be placed by pressing left mouse to help you navigate the treacherous street of Mordheim. Okay, so what just happened could have been avoided. These beacons will display a tall beam of colored light while navigating Mordheim to help you find where you aim to go. To remove a beacon, place the cursor over it in strategy view and press left mouse. Both cards have the beacon activated by default, which can be turned off in the option menu, which opens by pressing escape. Okay. So let's put one down here, just so we can see it. Okay, so there's this the purple beam. So let's try to get there. I think we don't need to help out here. Okay, so what do we want to do here? I don't really want to come close to that chaos spawn. So I think we might try to get in here. Okay, we can't. Can we go in here? Yes. And I think we'll enter in here. Okay, so we finished this tutorial and we can continue to practice what we've learned, or we can go back to the menu by pressing escape. Okay, so let's play one more round. So we want to attack here and we missed. So let's look at some of the other things. We'll see how much damage we're doing, how much life we have. 22 of 106 at the moment. We've got a 77% chance to hit our enemy. And we've missed another one. And then we would end our action here and get taken out of action. Okay, so this guy is can't move, so I'm going to attack. I just want to see if I can get them all in this round. I probably can't, but I want to attack with the red ogre at least once because it looks pretty cool. So hopefully we can get to that. Okay, so let's get over here. Okay, so I can shoot, but I can only shoot the chaos spawn. Let's shoot him for 25 damage. Okay, and we reload. And we will end the turn. Okay, can attack 3 times. Ouch. So that thing is pretty massive, and he's moved into attack us. So let's attack him. Okay, so that red ogre really looks cool. Looks like we can attack 3 times as well. And we will end the turn.
A new round has started.
Okay, so it's a new one, but I still want to see if I can turn this around. So we will keep going. And I hope you can understand that. And we will end this player's turn. Luckily, our red here didn't take any damage so far. Okay, so let's keep attacking. Ah, okay, with Q and E I can switch between targets, but this one is nearly out of action. Okay, so of course I missed. It appears that my Blood Bowl mindset of everything that can fail will fail is applicable as well here. And we did hit the second time, but I think he has about 5 hit points or so left. But luckily we weren't hit there as well. So let's see, can I shoot here? Apparently not, so let's try to jump down. It's an 84% chance of success. Okay, that worked. I can shoot from here. Okay, cool. And we will shoot the guy who's nearly dead. And now we will end our turn. We can't reload because we have moved. And of course we will attack back. And we miss. We will attack again. We hit. And we will hit once more. And then we will end up.
A new round has started.
Okay, so I think we've got the basics down. It's not that complicated. So let's try to finish this off as fast as possible. Hopefully we can attack once more. Yes, we can. I don't think looting does anything for us in this tutorial, so I won't try to loot these bags that are lying around, which is probably the gear of all the guys who were taken out of action. So let's just try to finish off these last two enemy units. Okay.
Your warband morale is critically low.
So he's moving over there. So let's interaction. Okay, we can jump down. And that failed. But it looked pretty funny. Ah, I haven't reloaded, so I can't shoot, so I'm hiding. And we are getting hit pretty bad, but we've still got a lot of hit points left. And let's attack back. We've almost got the Chaos Spawn killed. Let's see if we can make it happen with this last attack. I don't think we will be. Oh, we will. Okay, cool. And we won. Okay, so that was the first tutorial. Let's take a look. Okay, we've checked it off. So I will end the video here. Depending on the length of the tutorials, I will probably do 2 or 1 or 2 at least per video, but it depends on how long the tutorials are. I think the hideout management videos might be shorter, so tutorials might be shorter, so I could do more in one video, but we will have to wait and see. So if you liked this video, leave me a comment and like, and if you want to hear more of me, you can always subscribe to my channel, and I hope to hear from you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.